Yo, what's up? We are now at Circle K, our usual starting point, and today I will take a long trip with this fossil car. It's a Kia XCeed. It's like a crossover. Well, I wouldn't call it SUV, but at least crossover. But you see that the Zoe is almost as tall as the XCeed. But I've done all the preparation now. I charged the car to 100% actually last night. And I also recharged it to 100% at the gas station here. I had to fill up gas. It was actually quite clumsy to fill up gas here. Okay, I'm gonna refuel now. I prepared the payment, open the lid, choose quality, start tanking, all right? Let's try again here. I want to go for 95, benzene. All right, something happens there. I put it in, and then you pump it. Or not? What is going on there? It's expensive, super expensive, 14.62, but it's not working. This is my second try. I already tried to initiate once. It has actually never happened that I failed to fill up. I used to have a gasoline and also a diesel before. This is really weird. Why it's not working? See? Then when I put it back, all these light up, and then I take it out. And it should detect that I chose 95, but then something happens. And then, you see, I can see how frustrating this would be for the new generation who try gasoline car for the first time. They've been driving electric all this time. And not only does it not work, but you're also not sure which one you should go for. Should you go for miles benzene, miles plus? What is that? It says that it makes your travel easier. What about miles plus diesel or miles diesel? What are all this for? And what is this one? Fast filling. What is that? Fast charging? Huh? So confusing, and it's not working. I think it timed out. I have to try another pump. But okay, so now we will reset everything, and the plan is to drive to, well, I mean, I could drive to Bjørn, but I just want to drive to Stavanger today. A similar route I took with the E2008. So we'll drive over here via Aksdal and then Stavanger, but we'll skip Bryne because that would take too long. And then we'll drive back here. So that one, according to my calculation, shouldn't take more than about 12 hours. The wonders of fossil, you see. The car claims that we have 778 kilometers of combined range, and 728 is from the fuel, and then 50 kilometers from the electric system. So, all right, I'm gonna start live streaming soon, and we have to reset stuff, and then off we go. Oh wow, we are now at Haukelifjellet, and it's full winter over here. Look, oh shit. Okay, it's 1 degree Celsius outside, and very impressive. You see, this is why I took this trip. See, even in the highlands, we are at almost 1,000 meters over sea level. The consumption is only 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. I was expecting 6. So 5.4, really good. And that means, you see, we have 6% battery now. So it means that once we go downhill, we will regenerate that energy, that potential energy we have wasted going up here. So far so good. I've been driving for almost 4 hours and I feel like peeing soon, but we have plenty of fuel in the tank. there is no need to stop yet, so I will keep going. I don't feel like stopping here to pee anyway. Oh yeah, we're going downhill now. Right before we started descending, the consumption was 5.4 liters per 100 kilometer, and now it's 5.3 and it's dropping. And look here, this is a pretty cool representation of what's going on right now. So the wheels are converting kinetic energy, well, it's potential energy as we go down the mountain, into kinetic energy, into electricity, putting it back into the battery. So you see, we had 19% now. We had 10% when we started descending. So let's see how much energy we get back now. You see, this is the strength of a hybrid. A pure fossil couldn't do this. Pure fossil had to use friction brakes and lose all that goodies on the way down here. We are now in Etne. Here are the stats so far. I haven't refueled, I haven't recharged. We drove 390 kilometers. Wunderbar, we still have 294. So you see, we have almost 700 kilometers of range. Consumption is 5.1, right? Battery is down to 12%. And we have to check out this one. Huh? You see, it says it's a charging spot here for chargeable vehicles, so also plug-in hybrids. Okay. Ooh, 7.4 kilowatt. Ooh, also Shuko here. Okay, I need to document this. I think it should work if it's lit up like this. Ooh, look at this. 3.4 kilowatt. Well, we have 7.4 here, but the car can only take... man, it would be nice if I had 7.4 kilowatt onboard charger. But we started charging with 13%, all right? We will finally have some lunch, dinner, something, late lunch maybe. You see, it's 4:30 now. So I guess once I get over to the restaurant, I will input this. This one needs to be put on PlugShare. Nobody knows about it yet, so it's nice for tourists. This is kostenlos, yeah, gratis for the win. Whew. Okay, it's actually not too cold over here, 7 degrees Celsius. So I parked the car here. It's in a somewhat awkward place. And then we had to walk a little bit over there to the restaurant. Right here we have a bakery. I've been walking for a couple of minutes. You see, we started from over there somewhere. So, and here is the fast food place. So the question is, would regular fossil drivers, would plug-in hybrid drivers go through the hassle of parking over there and then walk over here while they're getting free juice? I'm not totally convinced. I think most people, they would just park in front of the restaurant or whatever, and then they go inside and eat, and the car is doing nothing. But for me, as a true Sunnmøring, I need to get free juice. Wait, it's open, right? Yeah, there's a dude there. Ooh, this is nice. I didn't bring my tripod, but I think the camera bag works as a tripod. So it's nice here, right by the highway. Yeah. You see, fossil drivers, they want to take it easy. We don't have to deal with charging queues and charging the car too long. We just stop here. Okay, I have to charge a bit slow, but it's free. You know, kostenlos is priceless. So let's look here. Julebrus from Hansa julebrus. I have to test this. This is nice flavor. Hansa julebrus. I think it actually tastes better than Grans and Ringnes julebrus. Yeah, julebrus is Christmas soda. Yeah, they start selling them now already. Now we just chill. Wait. Ooh, you know what? I can check state of charge in the car. See here, we have the UVO app. We have to update it. Oh, there's the food already. Takk skal du ha. The food is here. Beef snadder. Huh? Fries with some sauce and beef and vegetable. Oh yeah. But let's check here. So we have the UVO app. If you refresh it. Fun fact, you cannot preheat the car from it. But at least you can check the stat. Oh, hang on. 4 zeros is my PIN code. Yeah, nobody's gonna know. It's at 24%. Okay, let's eat. All right, food stop is done. I think we stayed there about half an hour. Actually, I never really timed it, but okay. Actually, I could check the timestamp on the photos I took to see how long we stayed here. But okay, so Etne is very quiet on a Saturday evening. You see, the road here, this is the main road going between Oslo and Haugesund. It's called E134. So the main road goes literally right past the city. So now let's go back to the car and see how much juice we have added. Okay, we're back here and we have 48%. I think we've been here about 1 hour. 48%. We have added around 20 kilometers of range. Okay, let's get over to the ferry then. All right, after 629 kilometers, we are gonna refuel now, and we have 38 kilometers of range left. Yeah. So I stopped here. I can show you outside, by the way, but I stopped at Uno X Trøgsla, and the price for gasoline is it's 13.69. It's freaking expensive. Holy shit! It was actually more. It was cheaper other places. It was only 12. It was 11.99, and then most of the places was 12 something. But okay, we're gonna fill it up here. It doesn't matter too much because we don't need that much juice anyway. I think this tank is around 30 liters, 37. So it should fill around 35, there, 30.5. Okay, so I did the math now. And based on what we filled up here, this, we average 5.2, well, it's 5.17 liters per 100 kilometers. And this car reports at 5.1, so maybe it's not rounding up. Yeah, that could be it. That it needs to be 5.2 for this car to display this 5.2. But okay, let's just keep driving then. We are now at YX Lillesand. Just have to grab some food. We are not charging or anything here. It's a waste of time. We just quick in here, restroom, and yeah, hot dog. They sold it for 5 NOK because they're closing in half an hour. I think we are about 3.5 hours away from home now. We'll be home late. Oh yeah. Wow, it is 11:30 now and we still have to drive 300 kilometers. The car estimate will be there at 12 minutes past 3. Oh shit. But I don't feel like sleeping over. We are close-ish to home anyway, so let's just hammer it. You see, right now consumption is 5.2 liters per 100 kilometers, so yeah, good to go. We are now back in Oslo. Oh man, it's 2:30 at night, so the last thing we'll do now is refuel and see how much we actually spend. And you see, we are not outside of Circle K this time. We are at, well, a little bit, just 500 meters away from Circle K roughly, at it's called Automat 1 station. And we also have Uno X over there. You see, these unmanned stations, they are the cheapest one because they don't have a gas station with employees there. It's just the machine. So, but you see the price, this is the reality, unfortunately, that you can't always get the cheap prices. Some places when I drove past, it was Stavanger, outside of Stavanger. The lowest one I saw was 11.99 NOK. Over here it's 14.3, but the problem is that I can't simply fill up over there. So, but what I could do is I could wait until Monday morning and then it would be supposedly cheaper, but no, whatever. I have to return the car on Monday, so we were gonna refill now and see how much we spend. Okay, once more. Oh, I have to stand out here. It's cold and windy. And you cannot lock this, you have to hold it. It's a safety feature. In other countries you can lock it and you can go somewhere else, but not here. You have to hold it manually. No. 30. Oh, really? Really? So right, we spent a total of 826 NOK for fuel and it was 59.1 liters. And then according to the instrument cluster, it claims average of 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And when I calculate based on these numbers here, whatever we fill up, it's actually 55.5. So at least we confirm that the instrument here is not lying. It's actually telling us the truth. So that's good. And then it actually means that the average price per liter is 14 NOK. That's kind of high, because if we fill up smarter, we could probably fill up for 12 or 13 NOK per liter. So, you know, it was not optimal. Oh, the gas engine started to heat up the car. Yeah, but it should stop again soon. But and it also means that okay, the total price then per kilometer for this run was actually 0.78 NOK per kilometer. It could be better. It could be around 0.7 NOK if you fill. But then what you have to do then is you have to fill more often. What I could have done is I could have refilled more often once I passed by and I saw that we have cheap fuel. But who does that? Well, I actually did it back in the days when I had a diesel car. When I saw cheap fuel, I would just stop and fill up maybe only 20 liters and just fill more often. You know, for me, it wasn't too big deal. It seems to be a big deal for some people when I fast charge a lot during my 1,000 kilometer challenges. And people ask, why do you have to fast charge? Why do you have to charge so often? Well, I don't have to charge that often, but it's actually, by charging slightly more often, you can arrive slightly faster. And then here, in this case, by refueling more often, you can get slightly cheaper. Because in the end, if I would if I would refill more often, I might only save about 50 NOK, which is around 4.5 euros. So it's not that much money, but it's money, you know. If you're half Sunnmøring that you want to take it, yes. But also, what I also found out during this trip is that it was totally waste of time to wait for slow charging. And actually, I did this on purpose to show you guys that with a fossil car like this that has so slow onboard charger, then it is totally waste of time to plug it in while you are stopping somewhere to eat during a long trip. If you're on a long trip, don't plug in. Just go straight to your restaurant, whatever you're gonna do, and then park there and do your stuff, and then get the heck out of there. Yeah, so if we didn't stop there too long, we could have been here before 2 a.m., you know, instead of 2:30, yeah. So, all right, interesting, yeah. But you know, what should I say about this car then? To summarize, I think actually it's a good car. I was surprised of how efficient it was. It was usually hovering around 5 liters per 100 kilometers in the first part, and then second part, when we go faster, it was consuming more gas. And I think overall, though, it's a nice, comfortable car. It has auto steer. It has nice seats. It's a Kia after all. But you see, this one in Norway, this Kia XCeed costs the same as a Kia e-Niro, and the e-Niro is more powerful. It has more space. It's a pure electric car. You can actually preheat it, and you get lots of incentives in Norway. So in Norway, it's a no-brainer, really, because this one can tow 1,300 kilos, if I remember correctly. So, and also, yes, this one, if you really need to travel fast, like we did today, you know, which is, I consider a corner case, then it's very fast. You just fill it up and you go. And it's still not too expensive when you go on a long trip. You know, it has travel speed almost like a Taycan or a Tesla Model 3 or something. Yeah. So, but there are, of course, lots of downside with this car. For example, just filling it up here. It's been a while since I filled up gasoline, and my fingers smell weird from the pump. I didn't use glove. And also, in front of every spot here, there's some diesel spill, and the problem with diesel is that it doesn't evaporate. The gasoline is a good thing though, because it just evaporates, okay, out of our problem, not out of our world, but out of our sight. But after you used fast chargers and electric, then you come back to this, and I feel like it's nasty. That's what it is, to be honest. I'm being honest about this, you know. So for me, if I can choose between electric and fossil, I would go electric, because I don't have crazy need. But actually, well, okay, it's actually partly true. I have crazy needs sometimes to drive far and fast, but that's why I own a Tesla. But people who don't have crazy needs,
they can usually have an in-ear, or like my friend Chris, you know, sometimes he has some job business to do, whatever trip, and then he travels from Oslo to Trondheim, or Oslo, Stavanger or something, but that's only 500 kilometers. Not many people drive 1,000 kilometers per day, so even for him, an e-tron works just fine. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.